Hi, Patrick. Welcome back to another episode of Our Worldview in Gold. So, last time we were talking about gold and silver prices, and in the 2 weeks since we last recorded, which in between we had a rate cut, and look at the prices now.
Absolutely. Great to be back, Jeff. I think we had a very good conversation last time and building up on that. Yeah, look at what gold has done. I mean, yesterday it nearly hit 3,900 US
Mhm.
dollars an ounce. We're solidly over 3,800. And what we sort of predicted last time around that the rate cut as such wouldn't have too much of an impact on the day and the days immediately following the announcement, I think came through. So that's always good to be confirmed by the market,
Yeah.
so to speak. But yeah, look, and I mean, silver has been on a roll as well. I mean, it's solidly over 44, and we're continuing to see precious metals appreciation continuing.
Yeah, because on the day of the rate cut, September 17th, I remember in anticipation of the cut that evening, silver prices actually dipped below $42. And since then, it had one day, it took a breather for one day, and now it's just rocketing higher. I think it's
Absolutely.
standing really firm above 47. So it looks really good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks.
it is. I think it scratched 48, but it's not quite ready to jump over 48 yet.
Mhm.
But that, again, and if you look at the or if you look at the comparison with the silver price where it was 2 years ago, or even a year and a half ago, it's a solid appreciation, and I'm really happy to see silver performing so well.
Yeah.
I've been dealing physical silver for north of 13 years now here in Hong Kong. And, I've seen it down at 11, $12 an ounce, which is a no-brainer to buy at that point for sure. And I've always been saying to a lot of my customers, you can actually make more money in silver, but you have to buy it in bulk. And look, we're now at quadruple the price if you look at the low point over the past 13 years of 11, $12. Even though gold has gone up significantly as well, it's not quadrupled. Not yet. Who knows where we'll be at the end of the year? But and silver has had quite the track record as well, I have to
Mhm.
say.
High risk, high reward, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But what's even doing better are silver stocks, silver mining stocks to be exact. I think they're actually
Yes.
outperforming all of them, outperforming silver, outperforming gold miners. How do you see silver stocks
Yes,
performing?
I mean, look, the mining stocks in general, even though the precious metals as such has been doing really well over the past years, the a lot of the miners were struggling with high debt levels, but the a lot of the miners have been able to clear up their balance sheets. And I think you see that reflected now in the share price and in ETFs that invest in mining companies, including in silver miners. So I think that's also a significant contributing fact to the performance of the mining companies.
Hmm. Well, there's a lot of noise overseas. A lot of experts who think silver's going to hit $50 by the end of the month. Do you see that happening, or is that a bit too optimistic?
Well, I mean, we're nearly there. It's not a big leap from 47 to 50.
Yeah.
I think at this point, I'm a bit cautious with precise predictions, and not a chart technician, so I don't know where the resistance levels are for silver at the moment, and those would also have to be overcome potentially before we tear through the $50 mark. But it's definitely a possibility, and it looks like it's more likely than not likely, I would say at this point.
Hmm. And, it took quite a long time for it to go from 30 to $40 over the last couple of years. And it looks like 40 to 50 will happen a lot quicker than that, especially with another, well, expected rate cut coming up this month.
Well, yes, and I mean, yeah, in a way, it's analogous to gold, right? Because I mean, if you think about it, it did take gold quite some time from 2000 to 3000, over a year.
Hmm.
But then from 3000 to 3800 happened within half a year, less than half a year. And I think silver to a certain extent is also catching up simply because of the silver gold ratio as well. There are investors that simply follow the gold silver ratio, and that's been relatively high over the past few years. So, given that gold doesn't look like it's correcting downwards, I think it's also natural to see silver catch up. And I think you see that the time it's taking to catch up is compressing. Now, obviously, there's a lot more factors that factor into the silver price than into the gold price because you do have a vast offtake in physical silver for industrial products,
Hmm.
which you don't necessarily have for gold products. So you do have influences on the silver price which are insignificant in the gold sector as such. So we will also have to see how does the American economy do, how does the Chinese economy do, because silver goes into everything from microwaves to fridges to mobile phones
Yeah.
to all these air filters and so on and so forth. So if the economy keeps stable or grows, that's also going to support the silver prices. But if there's a huge disturbance in the market because of whatever the tariffs of the United States or a recession in China, then I think that will also impact the silver price negatively.
Well, that's all we have the time for this episode. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Jeff. Always a pleasure.
Yep, safe driving and see you again
Thank
soon.
you. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.